Okay, we shall start with the chapter 1. The name of the chapter is Reproduction. In organisms. The term reproduction is consists of two words. Re means again and production means to make. That is to make again its own type. So we can define reproduction is a process in which an organism prepare new individuals of its own type. Now the question is why? What is the need? Why an individual has to prepare again? So the question is why reproduction? To understand that, we must also know, or we must first consider lifespan. What is lifespan? The average duration for which an individual of a species survives. Children, you must have studied life cycle. What is life cycle? The member of any species is first born, then it grows, and then it becomes adult, that is matures, then it turns old, and then it dies. Every organism has to die. That is necessity. It is a compulsion. It is a natural law. That is, every organ which is born will someday die. None of the organ is immortal. That we'll discuss little later. Now, since every individual is getting old and it will die, before that it adds a new individual by a process called reproduction for continuity of a species. If a reproduction is not there, that species will also die with the death of its individuals. So that is why it is necessary that the reproduction has to take place. So I think you understood what is the importance of reproduction. That we'll study a little later. First we shall consider the lifespan. If you look on the page 2 of your XII book, chapter 1, you will see a large number of animals given there. The elephant is there, which survive for 60 to 80 years. The rose plant is there, which survive for 10 to 12 years. Then dog is there, 12 to 18 years. Butterfly, 1 to 2 weeks. Crows, 15 years. Banana tree, 1 year. And others you find out. So these are the lifespan of some of the common organisms given. So we shall consider some things here. Do lifespan depends on size of the organisms? Does it depend on size of organisms? So the answer is no. You see banyan tree and people tree more or less of same size, but their lifespan is different. The crow and parrot more or less same size, but crow lives only for 10 to 12 years, whereas the parrot lives for 140 years. So the size has nothing to do with the lifespan. Second, do lifespan depends on the habitat? So it is also not correct. The organisms on every habitat, that is in the land as well as on water, they live for the different periods. So lifespan has nothing to do with the size, they have nothing to do with the habitat, but lifespan is depending on something or other, whatever may be the reason, but there is a certain lifespan for every species. Human being in India is considered with a lifespan of somewhere about 65 to 68 years. That is the average lifespan of Indian human beings, which was far less at the time of independence, somewhere about 42 to 45 years, and over a period of time, due to the availability of the various resources and for the combating capability of diseases and all, we increase our lifespan from that average of say 42 to 45 years to 65 to 68 years. In many of the developed countries, say for example Japan, which is also called as the country of old people, where the average lifespan is somewhere about 90s. So that further depends, and it depends on many things. Take for animals, it depends on the prey-predator ratio, the availability of food, and the various type of other natural calamities and all. But whatever it is, every organism which is born someday will die someday. It is must. So since every organism is dying, so there should be some replacement. So the replacement process is called reproduction. Now we shall consider the reproduction, which is the major part of our chapter. Reproduction, as I already give you a definition of reproduction, it is a process by which an organism produce its own types, or it is a replacement mechanism. The importance of reproduction is there for three important reasons. First, to maintain continuity of a species. In absence of reproduction, all the members of a species will die someday or other, and the species will also be vanished off. Second, it adds variation, which is necessary for survival of a species, which makes them the fittest member. And third, for increasing population size. I am giving you a topic of discussion. Think, ponder. What will happen if there is no death? If there is no death, can such system survive? Just think over it, and we shall discuss some time later on when we meet in the class. Now the next is types of reproduction, which we already studied in class 10th. Type of reproduction. There are two types of reproduction. First is asexual and second is sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, which does not involve fusion of gametes and it involves fusion of gametes. These gametes are of two types, which are male and female gamete. तो यहाँ पे लिखेंगे that is since there is no gamete involved, single parent is enough. Here the two gametes may be produced by either two different parents or single parent. So on this basis it will always have one parent and it may have single or two parents. Okay. Third and the most important, that it does not adds too much of variation, as no gametes are fused. It adds variation in sexual reproduction. It adds variation due to involvement of two kinds of gametes, and that is why, since there is no variation, so they are called clones, and they are not clones. So what is clone? Clones are the genetically and physically or morphologically identical individuals. So clones are actually produced by the asexual reproduction. Very commonly they are produced by asexual reproduction. So now first we shall study about asexual reproduction. It is only a summary of what you studied in class 10th. Asexual reproduction are of following types. First is fission, shown by unicellular organisms. Fission is of two types, binary and multiple fission. Second is budding. Budding is shown by the unicellular as well as multicellular organisms. Budding is the one in which a small outgrowth is formed, and that outgrowth later on become little big and become independent and separate from the body. Third is spore formation. These are the three methods which are used, which are shown unicellular organism, but budding is also shown by multicellular. The fourth is fragmentation, which is shown by the multicellular organism but where the body is not differentiated. Fifth is regeneration, Sixth is vegetative propagation. We shall study them in little detail. Fission, as I said, are two types: binary fission and multiple fission. Binary fission is shown by amoeba, paramecium, euglena, any unicellular organism. Say for example, this is an amoeba, it grows big, then it becomes further big, and as its body size increases, it becomes unable to survive because the body organelles are more, but the surface area is not increased in the same proportion. So then it has to divide. So first its nucleus divides, splits into two, then followed by division of cytoplasm, and the two individuals are formed. Now these two individuals are exactly same, and these are called clones. So suppose this is, say for example, this amoeba we called as atul. So this amoeba will again form a new atul and a mithul. Then again it will undergo, the atul will again produce an atul and it produce some new other member, but the atul will never die a natural death, and that is why it is said unicellular organisms never die a natural death. What is natural death? Normally or usually the death should occur only after old age. The death which occurs after the old age is called natural death. But if the death occurs at the time of birth, or soon after the birth, or during the course of growth, or during the course of maturation, or before turning old, then it is called unnatural death. Unnatural death, unicellular organism can also die because of the change in temperature, because of the lack of water, because of the chemical present in the water, or because of it consumed by some other organisms. So this is called fission. When one individual is broken into two individuals, it is called binary fission. Multiple fission usually take place when the conditions are adverse. Then our organism will divide repeatedly its nucleus. 2, 4, 8 or more individuals nuclei are formed, then each nuclei will be forming a new individual, usually seen in malarial parasites or other bacteria and all during adverse conditions. When the conditions are not suitable, they divide at much rapid rate so that at least some members may survive. So this is called multiple fission.